AFTV DT, it's very, very disappointing today. Even though it's not the normal Man City go there, get smashed to pieces, but it's still disappointing because, first of all, the decision by Mikel Arteta today to leave out Thomas Partey that had so many fans in there disappointed, was that wrong?
I can understand it, but what I don't understand is why you left it to 8 minutes to go to bring him on. That I can't understand. You should have brought him on 65 minutes, 70 minutes, something like that. You know what he can do. It's not like he's not match fit or he hasn't played any games lately. And I'm not buying into this whole, he's only just been here a couple of days and had a training session. Manchester City started a player that has been in the same scenario. So there's no excuse for it in that respect, you know. I back Mikel Arteta, always have done. But when he does things wrong, you've got to hold your hands up and be able to say you think he's got it wrong. I know it's easy to sit from where we are and say it's wrong, but he did. He got it wrong. I felt the opening 20 minutes of the game was very predictable, that, you know, both teams are trying to size each other up. I thought we looked quite compact and good in defence. And then one moment, one lapse of concentration, one silly little bit of play, Hector Bellerin getting absolutely spun in the box by Foden the way that he did. That's unacceptable. It's schoolboy, amateurish defending. And then they go 1-0 up. For a 10-minute period then, Man City are in the ascendancy and you're thinking we need to weather this because it's going to be 2 or 3. We do. And then we get a 10-minute spell at the end of the first half where we were really good. 2 massive chances. And what I'll say about the 2 chances is more how good the goalkeeping was than the miss. When you look at Lacazette's one at Liverpool, you can say that's poor. Should be scoring that. When you look at them, Oba and Saka done everything right. Ederson's just made 2 brilliant saves. And the Oba one, the referee put his, linesman put his flag up, sorry, but VAR showed that, you know, that would have actually been given. And then right on half time, big turning point in the game. No penalty given.
Oh, the kick by Walker.
All day.
Red for you.
Well, I'm not talking about...
Or a penalty for you.
Yeah, we're not saying red because it's not intentional, but it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Earlier on in the day, Liverpool-Everton, there was a similar incident just outside the box, and it was given as a foul. And I said this to you. If it's outside the box, they give a foul. And then lo and behold, what happens at the start of the second half? Similar incident on us. What does the ref do? Give a foul. What's the difference? It's a foul. And apparently, they didn't even go to VAR. Is this the norm now? Does VAR not work when we're involved? We had the Tierney situation with Mane at Anfield. It's like, come on, man, just give us some consistency. How can you have a game only a couple of hours before in the Merseyside derby, have an identical incident, yet 2 different outcomes? And VAR's there to make sure that these kind of things are not in the game anymore. The big problem is not VAR, it's the officials officiating the technology because they're incompetent. How can you ask incompetent people to, you know, look after certain things when they haven't been able to look after anything up to this period? The reason why we got technology in is because they've not been good enough. But we're not going to blame the ref for the performance today in that respect. It's just that you can speak about certain things you're not happy about. It's a penalty. Second half, what annoys me is that we came out toothless. Why? We finished the game so strongly. Why not come out with that same mindset? Why not come out and be ruthless? Have a bit of balls about us. Have a bit of drive.
A bit like what Leeds done in their second half against, you
Leicester.
know... No, their second half against Man City.
Leicester as well.
Right? Yeah, they took it to him, you know what I mean? And Leicester did it as well. Yeah, but the more with the Leeds one, because they were getting sort of, you know, the first half, it was all Man City. But the second half, Leeds took it to, you know, and got a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, and the best way of summing that up is that I think we paid Manchester City and Pep Guardiola too much respect. Mikel Arteta did, some of the players did. And I'm bored of seeing that. I'm bored of players going into these kind of games so timid and so scared. 29 games without winning against one of the big 6. 29. Do you know what I mean? Another 20 games and we'll be singing 49, 49. We can't beat anyone. Do you know what I mean? It'd be another repercussion of the song. But it's like, in all seriousness, in all seriousness, it's like, it's pathetic, Robbie. How can we be a big club that wants to challenge for the big titles if we can't even beat the big sides away from home? 29 games. This ain't Mikel Arteta. This ain't Unai Emery. This is Arsene Wenger. That's how long it's been going for. It's pathetic. So is there now something on the players' backs? Is this now weighing us heavy? That every time we go into one of these big games, they automatically think, oh no, are we going to get something from this game? Are we going to... Well, I'll tell you something, you're going to need to fucking do something about it. You're going to have to start waking up and actually performing, because it's not good enough. We've got the personnel now. We've got the personnel. And you look at the end 10 minutes of that first half, explain to me why we didn't come out with the same kind of intensity, why we didn't come out with the same drive. Why? I don't understand it.
Was that why you should have made changes then, earlier?
Yeah, I can understand Lacazette coming on because you're chasing the game, but at the same time, bring Partey on as well. Bring a bit of drive in the midfield, some energy. You know, Ceballos looked like he was running in quicksand today. There were so many times it looks like he's just clawing away to try and... I don't know what was the matter with him today, but he looks so off the pace. Put Partey in there. You know, if he's not fit enough to play 20, 25 minutes of a game, don't take him. But we're not talking about somebody that's not fit, Robbie. We're talking about a guy that's just played 2 internationals and is fit and was playing for Atletico before he moved here anyway. This is not a guy that's had no football in months. Sergio Aguero done 60 minutes today and he's just spent 4 months out. Raheem Sterling was playing with a dodgy hamstring. There's no excuses for it. No excuses. And like I said, back Mikel Arteta when he gets it right. Criticise when he gets it wrong. And that for me today, he got it wrong. I think he paid too much respect, way too much respect to Pep Guardiola. When we play Leicester next week, will they come to the Emirates and give us respect? No. Will Jamie Vardy give Gabriel and all that? Will he look at his performances over the last month or so and go, you know what, he looks like a decent defender actually. Let me give him a bit of respect. No. Jamie Vardy's going to run at them. He's going to barge into them. He's going to do everything he can. He's going to be an annoying little rat. But why ain't we doing that? Why is Aubameyang not doing that? Poor performance from him today. Poor performance. And he's been poor since he signed his contract. So does he now need to get that weight off his back? Bellerin, not good enough, getting spun. He's going to be a meme for what he did in that second half. It's going to be like that old Sol Campbell thing from the video at Wembley, you know, when he carries on sliding. Just keeps going and going and going. But it's awful schoolboy defended. Ceballos, already spoke about him today. I thought Saka can be proud of his performance. But how is a kid, and I'm not being disrespectful when I call him a kid, but he is in comparison to all of the other players who are on the pitch. How is a kid showing up so many experienced players and looking like he wants to grab the game by the scruff of the neck? He's a kid. How? I thought David Luiz, I thought the pair of them actually played really well today. I thought they've done good. You know, but too many. When you go to places like Man City, you need at least 9 or 10 players on it. You could probably carry 1 or 2 maximum. But today, we had 4 or 5, if that were on it. You can't carry 6 or 7 players and expect to win. It's a massive chance lost today. No De Bruyne, no Jesus, dodgy defence. Aguero's just come back after 4 months. Sterling's not 100%. No excuses, absolutely none. And I'm bored of seeing these kind of performances. Mikel's got to sort the shape out. He's got to decide what he's going with, and he's got to go with it and be ruthless about it, because there's no creativity, there's no kind of attack, and it's all just timid. It's the best way of describing it. So for me, I'm not looking at it as a 1-0, okay, it's not 5 or 6 like usual. I'm looking at it as a massive chance missed. Again, we're sitting here again and talking about what if. How many more times? You might as well put that on loop, because I've said it so many times.
This video is supported by Profit Accumulator. Profit Accumulator helps you to earn extra money by doing something called match betting. Match betting isn't gambling. And when you do it properly, and I mean properly, you can't lose. So get involved right now. Click the link in the description and sign up to Profit Accumulator right now.